everybody, Red Garner from Garner's Games here to do my weekly comic review. And today, we're going to school at the Doom Academy. Doom Academy is going to be brought to us by MacKenzie, Cadenhead, and Pasqual Ferry is our artist. Ferry, sorry. Now this book is a continuation off of the Strange Academy books, which unfortunately I am not up to speed on. But this is Doom, Sorcerer Supreme, replacing Doctor Strange in every aspect. And a really silly play on words just to start the day. We have Doom, you belong to Doom. For the semester. And we followed the monologuing of our main character, Zoe. And it's very long, drawn out, as she talks about some of the differences and how she was looking to be accepted. She finally felt at home at the Strange Academy. And now she's in Latveria in Doom's Academy. And she has this crazy roommate who's putting salt everywhere to create barriers. And as we find out later on, her roommate is basically an anti-magic magician. It's kind of a neat concept. And we have a dinner hall. And we do point out that there's pictures of Doom everywhere, and they always seem to be watching whatever you're doing. And that's probably not a mistake. I will have to say that I do think that I am way outside of the target audience for this book. It is definitely written more for probably more of a teenager or early 20-year-olds mindset. A lot of this references school type activities that weren't real commonplace when I went to school. But I went to school, last century, so could be part of the problem. I do like the fact that at one point the characters are amazed by the library. But I would point out once again, Doom photo looking straight at the central character of the photo of the picture. So I like the fact that the artist keeps that going. Like I said, I'm assuming that's going to be an important theme as we go along here. Now we meet a young boy who is the caretaker of the library. Let me find his name because I've already forgotten it, unfortunately. Oh, he goes by Scoop. Editor-in-Chief of the Doom Academy Dispatch. Anyway, his father, who is introduced in Fantastic Four 358 apparently, is the guy who's in charge of Doom's propaganda in Latveria to make everybody know how great he is. We continue on into the studies, and our Ferry character at this point really starts loving the place. And they reference Emily, apparently, who tried to take over the Strange Academy in one of the previous stories. But again, a lot of good school drama. Very wordy comic, as you can tell by this page right here. So do get ready to read, because you can easily mess stuff. I know I did when I was trying to skim it a little bit. But one of the key elements is they're hearing voices in the room. So, of course, our main character is the one who gets up and goes investigates. And she goes up into what looks kind of like an attic. There, if you can kind of see, it's kind of dark, and my lighting at the house is not quite as good as it is at the store. When she finds a book let's see if I can actually make out what it says on there. Arcana Laveria. And when she opens up the book, and it says Once Upon a Time, which is what's written on the first page. Boom, she's sucked into the book. To be continued. The main things I'll say about this book is the art is very straightforward. Like I said, it really fits the theme of the book where it's more about the kids and their adventures at school. I don't want to compare it to Harry Potter, but that's probably the more relevant reference that most people will get. I was thinking more almost a Saved by the Bell, but superheroes theme is probably a little bit more accurate. Trying to think of things that I might have seen that would reference this. But I do like the art. It feels appropriate for the story that we're trying to tell. I do like the story. The pacing on it is really well done, in my opinion. It flows. It's got the feel of kids going through their daily motions at school and trying to meet each other and trying to understand everybody and get through. The only thing I would have liked to have seen was a little more of what was going on in class at times. Even if it was just a reference to set up the next scene. But that's just a little nitpick on mine. When you do a school scene and nobody's ever actually doing school stuff, kind of a problem, in my opinion. But that is a minor nitpick compared to the overall story. The fairy tale book does kind of make me think of the Queen of Fables from DC, and which I love stories involving her. So, I should enjoy this one. Also, it references, anytime you can put the characters into a fantasy type situation, I tend to like it a lot. Anyway, for a guy who's never read Strange Academies, I do like this. Zoe is a very enjoyable character right out of the gate. Some of the other characters take a little bit more for me to latch onto them, but I think I will if I give it a chance. So if you're looking for a good, fun read that isn't going to sit there and just, make you nervous about what's going to happen, I think you'll enjoy this book. I think it's a lot of fun. Like I said, not too over the top, not too complex, but, I do think I'm probably 30 years out of the target audience, at least 25 years out of the target audience. But if you're in the teens or 20s, I think you'll really enjoy this book. Anyway, class dismissed.